Did you saw Wisdom is gonna do his take on One Piece fits? Yeah. Told him I'd help him out if he needs anything. You know what I mean? Because this is fire. I am very excited for this. I haven't watched One Piece in literal years, but here are the characters I've confirmed so far in early production stages, styling and sorting in pieces. Who else do y'all want to see? This is gonna be incredible. Anyway, speaking of One Piece, okay. I am now firmly in Impera Down, okay? Or not Impera Down. I just finished Impera Down, and now I'm in Marineford. And shit is getting kind of spicy, okay? It's getting kind of spicy. It's a bit much. It's almost like it's too much, dude. It's crazy. It's like they got literally just the greatest, the GOATs from all around the planet, okay, in one area trying to save Ace. And it's honestly incredible. I mean, this is where all of the world building basically comes to its climax, right? You get to see all of these different creations of Oda come together. It's like every frame looks insane. Probably one of the best arcs. It's definitely one of the ones I enjoy the most. I think like Sabaody was probably my favorite though, arc-wise. But it's wild. It's wild to experience. It's like Whitebeard's pirates, right? Like Whitebeard's pirates individually that make like small appearances that make small appearances in the battles before they get owned, you know? Or like all of these admirals and vice admirals, like every single one of these guys is like, you know, you could dedicate a whole arc to them and it wouldn't do it justice. You know what I mean? They're all very well thought out, very interesting, very unique characters. They all literally, yeah, someone in the chat just said they all look like final bosses. I love that. How are you not sick of a show you watch hundreds of episodes of already? That's a great question. It's a great question, and that is exactly what makes One Piece so good. You know what I mean? Literally, what you're describing is like, it's like unimaginable. You know, you're not supposed to. I'm 500 episodes deep. Like, I'm not supposed to be enjoying it this much. But it's awesome. The one thing that I'll say that I guess is like a bit of a weakness, which people are going to get mad at me for saying this because they're like, oh, how dare you? One Piece has no weakness, especially not Marineford, which is like a 6 arc. I feel like they could be more tactical. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Oda doesn't implement a lot of like tactics. Like, sometimes it does feel like the characters are so overwhelmingly cool that he just wants to flex their powers. And because he wants to just like showcase their powers and whatever, half the time I'm watching and I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're just like Whitebeard is just like sitting in the background the whole time. It's like, bro, you're the GOAT there. Like, you are the most powerful guy there. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do feel like it's just more of a rush of like who has more power and just fighting that way versus like people being clever. When they bum rush Marineford, I do feel when they bum rush Marineford, I was like, come on, like they could have. This would have been even cooler if they had like an Attack on Titan style, like well thought out plan. Now, obviously, the counter hasn't happened yet, so I don't know exactly what Seagull Head, Admiral Seagull Head is gonna do. So, but it seems like he's cooking something. I don't know what he's cooking so far, so I don't really know. Like, I actually don't know what's going to happen there. But having said that, yes, Sengoku. Like, having said that, I would have expected, like, the Whitebeard Pirates to at least have, like, a better thought-out, well-crafted plan instead of, like, just straight bum rushing. You know what I mean? Because in a lot of instances, like, it does feel like they're just straight bum rushing. They're like, all right, we got a bunch of powerful motherfuckers here, and we're just bum rushing it. You can't expect stand battles from my guy Oda, sadly. I mean, that's not what I'm looking for, really, but yeah, I guess that is kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, you're right. I want more from it. I mean, that would make it like the absolute greatest anime of all time if they had more like tactical approaches instead of like half the time it's just like about showcasing how unique and cool the new skills are that he's like unveiling. You know what I mean? Which I don't really have an issue with because they are really fucking cool. Have you ever seen the Straw Hats do anything but run dead ass straight at the enemy? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like something I see all the time. No, you don't understand. They're bum rushing because their friendship is the only plan they have. Oda isn't good at showing battles. He treats them like a series of individual fights. The critique I had of Marineford. Yeah, like the Kuma reveal of like the Kuma reveal makes more sense when he says like this is the last time I'll ever see you. When he's facing off against Ivankov, you're like, and it makes you sad, but it feels. I mean, maybe they'll do more. Maybe they'll explore that a little bit more, that friendship, that relationship a little bit more, because it like made me kind of sad, but it was also like a little softened. And I don't know anything, so please don't fucking spoil it for me. Like I said, I'm going piece by piece. You know, but all of the Garnt, or not Garnt, Garp. I said Garnt. All the Garp background, backstory, like all that shit's pretty fire. It's just great. It's just so awesome. I'm trying to talk about it without, you know, doing any spoilers or whatever, but anyway, we'll stop talking because like I can see that chat is being like fucking annoying and trying to spoil shit, which is so odd. Like, I don't know why you guys are such severe joy killers. You know what I mean? Spoiler for a 20-year show. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I haven't watched it, right? So, like, you guys know I haven't watched it. I'm, like, taking it step by step. And I try to, like, describe it as with as little spoilers as possible whenever I'm covering it. But, like, immediately, as soon as I cover it, motherfuckers are like, oh, dude, here, I'm going to try to ruin this thing that's, like, fun for you. And it's like very odd. It's such a weird thing to want to do. I don't know how to describe that. Like, there's a lot of sadness on the internet, man. I wish people were happier. I wish I was happier while also being on the internet. The more I stay online, the more unhappy I get because there's so many fucking weirdos. Really sad. Like half of my experience online, unironically, I feel like revolves around trying to dodge people who are so permanently sad and want to bring everybody down to their level of like sadness. And it's just like, if you want to maintain like a healthy brain space, you just have to like figure out a way. You have to figure out a way to basically maneuver through this landscape. It's like you're dodging dickheads left and right. It's so odd. I got it, dude. Like, you're doing the same thing that I was literally talking about, okay? Like, you do not dodge them. Like, you want to make a joke here while I'm talking about it while simultaneously doing the exact same thing, ironically. Like, I didn't react to it when you first wrote it on purpose. So you wrote it again in all caps. Like, I read it, I didn't react to it, but you wrote it again. You know what I mean? Like, even when you're criticizing other people, like, you're doing the same shit. Yeah, dude, it's my fault. You're right. It's my fucking fault. I'm sorry. Okay? Like, it's not the sadness that people want to fucking bring, you know, it's not the sadness that people want to share with others forcibly. It's actually the fault of the streamer while I'm like simultaneously trying to fucking dodge it. You know what I mean? It's odd. It's odd. Anyway, stop adding that one fucking chatter, okay? He said sorry already. Who's your favorite Whitebeard pirate? Fucking Whitebeard, dude. I mean, well, technically Ace. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got so far on that. I'm not even gonna talk about the documentary further.